What is religion? What is politics? What is politics is what you are interested in. What is politics is what 93% or 99% is interested of when you're not in government. So you go on about talking about that because not, as you know, when you're not in government, you don't have to fulfill the commitment of what people are looking for, what people want. But you can talk about what is not achievable for what people are talking about. When you're in government, people hate you in government, but they elected you in government, or they selected you in government, or to be in government. But when they're in government, what you selected them for or elected them for to do in government for you and for the community and for the whole nation and for the wider world, if that's the consciousness of the government, it cannot be achieved because your interest, your neighbor's interest is so much different. It's just like your religion. Your God is different to my God, and his God and her God and him God and his God. So inevitably, today or maybe tomorrow or in the future, somehow your God is going to stand in my God's way. When your God stands in your God's way, these limited concretized ideas can simply come as a surprise to you because you never expected them to be in your way. There is no your way or my way. There's the way that existence is meant to support your life and the life of the other. And the nature and the existence and the very life is not in conflict. Your heart is not in conflict with your lungs. Your lungs are not in conflict with your brain. Your brain is not in conflict with your cells. Your cells are not in conflict with your blood. Though they are constantly working to keep you alive and alert. They're constantly keeping you, reminding that you're mortal, that you're fragile. You depend on the existence. You depend on the health and well-being of this nature and the elements that's supporting you. You're constantly, without your knowledge, without your consciousness, your body is in constant construct and constructive transaction and inclusive transaction with the existence, the air, the water, the food, the earth, the elements, the space, is in transaction, constantly keep you alert, alive, and fully fledged. And it is your responsibility to make sure that you do your part and being conscious and responsible. Not looking up to anything, not looking down to anything, but see the way in different times of our values change. But what isn't changing is the word change. But what is so impermanent is what is life. And that goes to every life, including the life of our planet and our existence and our solar system and our sun and our moon, our stars, our galaxies, the planets, the whole lot. Whatever you study, learn. You're studying a limited information in the limitless source of creation. The creation is what it's all about. In this creation, you become a big man is the biggest problem. If you understood this, it is simple to understand that the life is limited. Once you understood that life is limited and you're mortal, you will invest the best time of your life in the process of life, and you will remind yourself that you will only do what is needed for the life to flourish to the blossoming of pleasant experience, of joyful exuberance. If you don't understand this, and if you didn't touch the very sincere and sensitive nature of life in this way, you will continue to carry on as the most awful, the most twisted, and most impossibly difficult life on this planet Earth, you want to call it. No matter which way you turn, remind yourself, no matter which way you're trying to head, which direction you look for answers, the body and this life knows where it's going. This body and this mind, this thought, these emotions, these energies are here for a limited time, and it knows where it has to go. Back to earth. You can think about yourself as important and significant, but the significance of you being a possibility is down to how conscious and responsible you become in this vast existence of life, the vast existence of this creation. A new possibility will dawn when you realize that your psychological nonsense is not life. It is a drama for you to get entangled in a web of life. A web of life should be a profound existence. Web of life, you should never be entangled. Web of life is what we are all about. A wholesome life is a very conscious life. A selfish life is a very twisted and I have no words. Make up your own word and the meaning in your head. Once you realize that you are here for a limited time, you will do what is needed. And I wish every human being is realized this in this very fundamental existence. The life is intended for you to fully experience, not to get twisted and be in a suffering state of confusion or pain. What you need for your life is exactly what every life is looking for. Don't imagine that your life is significant when you see every other life is suffering and struggling. And this wonderful possibility that we all been given. When we come in here as a human being, we are the most evolved to be able to feel the individual sense of conscious, responsible way of living. And I'm sure we can achieve this through collective union and wholesome by being sensitive and gentle. This body is limited. This body is borrowed from this earth, and it'll go back to this earth. Every atom is accounted for by the creation. And that creation is giving you a possibility, and all you can do is what you did or did not do. The life and the nature of life is such. You will go back to this earth you came from, and all you can do is leave it better than how you found it when you came here.